scheduled programming. So CP and I are obviously sitting next to each other, right? Because this points at my head when I'm on my computer, but now I'm here. Perfect. Good. Okay. So, is there any other interesting stuff? Cast shader effect, no. On cast. Okay. This is so. Here it says on cast, and that tells the server what the Lua script that we're going to use is for the skill later. So this is where the whole logic is going to go in.
So it's basically the starting point of our small script.
Yeah, you're going to see that function in a second. So there's going to be no damage, so that goes out. We're going to keep the sound effects for now. The cast asset, we're going to keep that. Preview line, yeah, it's the same thing. It's a line AoE. That all stays. That stays. Health direct, we don't have. Weapon and stuff, that's good. Required character level, we're going to set that to 1 for now, because we want to have that stuff early. We're going to set that up later.
Okay. Yeah, we are already 10 or 12 on the server. So
doesn't matter much for now. Okay. That means we can use a skill. So now we've done basic setup and we jumped over it. We're going to go into logic now. It's going to get hopefully a little clearer. So now we're going to switch over to the Lua file.
Okay. Let's start with the... Okay, so that's the name. Okay, so that's
Fireball.
Yeah.
So what Sebi is doing is the same thing as before. He now takes the old, So the stuff up there is the code for the incinerate spell, which is called. You could totally copy paste our skill our code if you want. It's not a big secret. This is not even very pretty code, so it doesn't get you that far. So basically, the first function is the thing that we're gonna call when the skill starts, and when it does it, it's gonna spawn a projectile in a certain direction that has a certain radius that comes out of the skill from before. It uses a certain asset that is the thingy that's gonna fly. It goes from the caster's position to the target position, which is in our case the mouse. It flies with a certain speed, goes up to a certain range, and then it does something.
Yeah, and that's the next function to call if the projectile reaches its target. So we will call it gravity.
Trap hit, I guess.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. So this is super simple. This is shoot a projectile, and when that projectile explodes, which it does by definition if it hits something or if it reaches its end location, then something happens. So what's going to happen? I think we're going to query for range.
And now that's the position where the explosion happens, or the character that got hit.
Exactly. So target pos is the point where we hit the ground, or target entity is the person that we hit, which can both happen.
Okay, and then
basically just the top part. That's basically all we need, right? The other stuff we don't really need.
Okay.
Okay. So you can explain what that does.
Okay. So the first thing is now that we have a position for the explosion, we query for entities that's arranged a sphere query and should return all entities or characters that are within the explosion radius.
Yeah. In simple words, at the point where you hit, put up a circle and give me a list of all the characters that are within this circle.
And that's the list, and there is the position and the entity. And the entity is a game object, basically.
Yeah.
A character, a barrel, a building, whatever.
Just to check, are you guys still here? Because I haven't seen anything in chat for about 2 minutes, and I want to double check that this thing is still running, because I still don't see myself, I don't see the video.
Okay.
Yeah, so the funny 4K, comma V in pairs L do is Lua is the way how Lua goes over a list of things and then does things does things in a list. What we're now getting is basically a list of characters and where they are.
And now we want to push all the characters in the explosion to the center of the explosion.
Exactly, yeah. I think we're gonna basically, we'll pull them to the center, but we're gonna try to like not put them all on the same spot at the same time,
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
just pulling and they stop if they hit anything.
Okay, so they will just get pulled and they will like resolve their
And we will
conflicts. Okay.
see what happens.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. We might have to tweak that a bit so they're not too close to each other, but we'll
Okay.
see. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, all these things starting with V are vector functions, and that's a vector from position A, that's the explosion center, to the position of the actual character.
A vector, for those who are as bad at math as I am, is a arrow with a direction and a length? Question mark.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
arrow with a direction and length. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
okay. So I'm not a coder, therefore I rarely understand what it like totally is. But for me, a
Yeah.
vector is basically an arrow that goes from A to B,
Yeah.
has a direction, has a length. Ta-da!
And in our case, from the explosion center to that's actually the wrong direction.
It's the wrong direction,
We
right?
want from the character to the explosion center.
Okay,
Okay.
so now we know how far we have to push them, basically, right? That's what we're calculating here.
So let's give it a nicer name. And then we want to push the character. Let's see what push has for.
If K is unused, you should write underscore. Why are you not writing underscore?
Underscore what?
For the K, I assume.
I habit, just habit.
Just basic habit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we normally always have but we never use the key for anything, right?
Not in this case. No.
Okay.
No, unnecessary.
All right. Falls under convention,
Yeah.
local
So-
convention then.
That's that would be possible, but
Yeah, it's very likely that something's gonna crash. Not the
Yeah.
computer. The computers don't crash through that script code. It's just the script that sometimes does not execute. That is the worst that can happen. There's a reason why we use a scripting language inside the actual other game code, and that is because people like me get to write this stuff normally, and people like me are not good at code. And so if I fuck up here, I don't kill the whole game server. I just make the skill part explode, and that's not as bad.
and we can change the script, press F6 while the server is running, and reload it and try again.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
you will see that in a second.
Exactly. So we're
Okay.
calculating, so how far do we have to push each of those characters to get them to the center?
And then we push the character.
Ent means entity, and entity in this case means a player character.
Yeah. And now we push it from its position to the center.
And that's basically it,
this
right?
skill. Yeah.
That's
So,
a very simple one.
yeah.
So all like functions like push are defined in another part of the code where Sebi already made something that makes it easy to push people from A to B. He just has to give it who needs to get pushed and what's the push
Direction.
vector, right?
Yeah.
Direction.
Yeah, that's basically these functions are the API we defined in C#.
Exactly. And also, hey, Cody. Cody is in the stream. Cody, exactly what he says. He has done all the in-game UI that you're seeing, besides the stuff that's really horribly ugly, because that's our placeholder UI. So what Sebi's doing now, he's actually
Starting
the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
On my local server.
Because now we have the skill logic is now done. It's super simple. And so we're going to start that, and I'm going to go to my computer. And I'm going to check to see if I can also see that. All right.
Localhost.
So what you can see is that I'm on my computer, you're on yours. Where are you right now? We're going to meet in a settlement, right? We're gonna meet in the settlement.
Center?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're meeting in the neutral settlement, but like don't try to find us if you have dev server access, because right now, to make this really fast here, we're on a local server that is basically Sebi's machine, right?
Yep.
Good.
And the thing in the background is the log output from the server locally.
Exactly. Oh, and I can show you something. This, where is it? Where is he?
No, it's, yeah.
You see him? Marcos? There. So this is Marcus. Marcus is doing front end code and UI code, and also he does stuff on the website. And I think he's gonna do visual effects for us today, particle effects.
That's right, yeah.
Oh.
Yep. I'll put this back where it belongs.
Here is our gravity well.
What? That's fast. Let me check.
Yeah, in there. I just skill.
Show the skill window. Okay.
Here's
So
the skill trainer, and he has gravity well. So
wait. Let's go slow for that, and let's make the window a little bigger so you can actually see some stuff on the screen.
No.
Because Sebi is very much used to like doing stuff in a tiny window where you can actually see shit, but for the screen we'll make it a bit bigger.
Okay.
So this is the skill trainer in the neutral settlement where you can train some basic skills, and this is the placeholder UI I'm talking about. That is all stuff we made. That's why it is not very pretty. And once we're happy enough with the functions that it provides, then we're gonna give this over to Cody so we can actually make it, well, less horrible. And what Sebi just did is he skilled the skilled gravity well. All right, and some other skills. Okay, let's save that.
Yep. Okay.
It's not scaling at all, but that's okay.
It's no problem.
So for now, you can basically try this on me, just like this. This is my character up there. And okay, we have a first problem here.
Yeah, it's because I resized the window. So
let's not resize the window next time and keep it at like a reasonable size, which is probably like 1024 or so.
640.
Yeah, 320 times 240.
Okay.
Let's do 1280.
Yep, that's okay.
Let's do 1280 because your monitor is really big.
Yeah, but then we can't see all the stuff.
Yeah,
we need
okay.
to
Okay,
see,
well,
so.
we'll try this. Thanks, guys.
Localhost.
Yes, connect to localhost. Okay. All right. And then we'll see if our arrow actually goes to the right thing. Till then, I'll be around. I'll do stuff. And I'll shoot you when you come into the game.
Okay. So
now you log into the game and you get hit by my fireball. Nice. Okay, but fuck that.
okay,
let's try the gravity well.
try.
Okay, let's shoot it. It casts. It flies.
Oh,
I
and
see
exception.
no. Okay, it's already broken. Awesome. So let's go and see what the problem is.
attempt to call a nil value. Okay, let's see.
So it did not crash the server or the client or anything. It just did not work the skill itself.
Some ugly debugging here.
Right, debug sheet.
Yep. I use error here because it's red in the log.
You could also use debug log. Okay.
Okay, so now I press F6 to reload the script and try again.
Yeah, F6 just gets the newest version of the text file, which has the error. Now it actually works, interestingly, and it pulled the guy in, which is also correct, and it worked. That's weird.
It's not, because we didn't reload since we wrote the first version, so it was just
it was old
not
code.
defined.
Okay, and we can kick out the debug part again and try this.
Yeah.
Okay, so first let's try this again with me a little further away, see what the max range is.
So debug is gone.
And once we
F6.
see if that works.
Okay,
So pull me in again. Yep. And if that works, oh, it's really slow. I like it. Okay, that obviously doesn't spawn any effect. That is what's still missing, which is weird because I think it might use an old effect that's not existing anymore.
okay.
I think it's the circle control. I think that does not exist anymore.
That could be.
Nice. Also pulls yourself in, which is good.
We should check out
Yeah,
the
let's.
camp.
I was gonna say let's teleport to a camp.
I don't know
and
the
then, that should be 175, 175.
175, 1.
So CB obviously has access to dev cheats, and he can do that. So what now he did, he teleported to one of the mob camps. These are all placeholder mobs. They don't do shit, but we'll see what happens if they get sucked in. Nice. Okay. They stacked really well. So that is awesome. So what I now want to try out is something, and that is I want to see how this thing works with the fireball. So I'm going to press F4, and what it does is it resets timers, so I can send off the skill again. I'm going to find a nice spot, and I'm going to send in my projectile and then my fireball. On the same spot, the incinerate. So let's try this.
Cast time is too high for this.
Yeah, that's what I want to try out. Is that actually doable? Okay, that's good. I failed that because he blocked me. Let's try it again. Shoot it in here. I just want to make sure it's not too easy to like chain those two. It's a bit too easy for my taste. Huh. Because what I want is for this to be a skill that like kind of requires two people to pull off. And this is like a very easy way to like get everybody into your fireball. And that I think I'm not very happy about.
And the projectile is horribly slow.
The projectile is horribly slow, but that's cool because that's what it should be. Because this thing should be dodgeable and it should be slow. But I think we like need to figure out a way to make it harder for this to easily combine into incinerate itself. Which the easiest way would be to not give it to the same character. So take this away from staff and put it on a totem, for example.
Or don't make the projectile this slow.
Or make the projectile faster, so you mean you don't have the time to chain them. That's also true.
The incinerate's cost time is...
That's very true. But then it makes it like really easy to hit that spell here. And I wanted that to be a little harder to hit. Yeah, needs nerf, exactly. Yeah, could it add a global cooldown to prevent you from doing anything else? It's a good question. That would be like the first thing. Or could it influence just the other spell it shouldn't combine with?
At the moment, it's not possible because we didn't implement this.
So we don't have like
global... Oh, we could mess the character that casts.
Oh, we basically give you like a timeout or so. We can just power block yourself afterwards, right? Yeah. We don't. We even have the hard-coded version that like is not a mess or power block and cannot be removed.
Yes.
Oh, let's try that out. Let's try that out. Okay. So what we're going to do is that after the cast time, you will be blocked from casting other spells for say 2 seconds, which is not that bad. But it gives you a little timeout.
Do you know where the skill where we used?
Yeah, we let me think. So now we're trying to figure out what the thing that we want to do is actually called. I mean, we could power block ourselves, but it's probably the easiest way. Just look for power block. I think we actually never used that in a skill so far. So we have an effect in the game that is called, I think, power block. Power block here, which basically silences your character and disallows you from casting any abilities. You can still run, you can still do all the things, but you cannot use abilities. So we're now going to put this on our character.
Interrupting. Can cast force. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can try. Power block would be the right thing.
Let's try it out for a second.
Okay. Add effect.
I don't want to add a secondary effect such as healing to this because it has like 10 other effects. This is a little more power block. This is like the little more elegant thing, but we should do that after casting, so that basically happens.
The moment the thing explodes, or the moment you cast?
No, the moment you are done casting.
Ah, okay. So you're okay. Then your power block quite a time because the thing is
but that's
slow and so. Okay.
That's what we need.
Okay,
we just need to add a little break, then you can still cast afterwards. So, but the thing is, what you didn't do is give him a duration, because now we're power blocked forever.
No, it's not possible.
So even Sebi, who has written the API, still has to look up how the API actually works.
10,000 seconds.
For a time that we define in the skills list.
Okay, yeah. How much?
I don't know. Skill dot power block duration, and I think we'll make it 2 seconds for now. Block duration.
Okay. So skill refers to the ini file properties, so we can just add this.
Yeah. So quick explanation of this is add effect just adds a effect to someone. An effect is things like a stun, a power block, a health degeneration, a damage buff, basically buffs and debuffs, but we call them effects. And by the way, if you have questions, just shout in. So yeah, let's go into the ini. It adds this effect to the caster. The effect that it adds is power block. The 0, I don't know what that stands for. Because we have effects like 10% damage reduction or stuff like that. Yeah, so. And power block is just always 100%, so fuck that. And now we're gonna give the duration. Okay, let's put the duration in. So let's make it 2 seconds. Okay. And then reload and try it out.
Yeah, now the server needs to restart because we changed something in the ini, but that's no problem. It's already restarting and reconnecting.
Yeah. So the ini file is outside of the Lua scripting system, and whenever an ini file is changed, the server itself has to restart. So it's also good to load that. So it's also good that we're on a local server, else your server would now restart.
The backend and client is written in C#, and scripting is Lua. So.
Yeah, you've seen that was Lua. So right now, F6 to reload the script.
Yeah, it's reloaded because we load server.
Okay, can I try shooting?
Yeah.
I want to be the guy who shoots stuff. I want to do stuff for now. Okay, so I'm gonna try to shoot this and then instantly follow up with a firebolt, but that does not work because I'm power blocked. Okay, and that actually is a pretty long time. It might actually be longer than we need it to be. So now I'm gonna check how long. What's the maximum flight time? See. So it doesn't go further than this. So I'll shoot this and we'll look at the time a little bit and see how long we need to power block. 2, 1. It's actually okay. It's actually not bad. I think this is long enough so it's hard to follow this up on your own. Let's see how that works with those guys again. And then I'm gonna pull you in and I'm gonna fucking spam my fireball. They're still there, so actually I think it might be a little too low.
They can escape.
Yeah, I think they can escape,
but
they have really low time. They actually had to be really fast to get out of that. So I would add a little bit more time. I would make it 2.5 seconds, not that much more, but it's give them time to get out. And that's at this point basically it. That is our first skill. Yeah. The thing that we're still missing is the effect that shows that something just happened here. That's something we should put in. And we need to make this thing look a little less like the fireball itself.
So let's check what we
So can you check the explosion radius, and I'll go quickly over to Marcus and ask him to make us another...
check the explosion radius? What do you mean by...
So the thing that's currently missing is something that shows us that there was an effect happening on the area, the thing that's on the ground. That is what we need. Sebi is gonna figure out what we have in there. This is Unity now, by the way. Some of you might recognize it. That's effects. No, but this is not what you're looking for at all.
Actually, I don't know what it's called.
Circular effect control. Search, because that's the old one.
Yeah, that's
Stasis connector. That's also the guys. So what we're looking for is
Show
the
effect.
visual effects that are defined on the client. Oop.
Okay, let's see.
Exactly, that's one of them. It's a particle system. See where that is, and we find the other stuff. Very good. So this is all the new visual effects. But our old placeholders are totally out.
Probably deleted.
Yeah, we'll make it that way that Marcus can just put us a new one in, and then we'll go on.
So we just leave the effect out for now.
Yeah, we'll leave the effect out for now, and we'll work on the second skill while Marcus can add that, and we'll add the effect in later. Because that, again, as you said, as you saw, logic, like adding game logic is super easy, and now comes the hard part, which is like making it like work visually and stuff. Also, there's the part of like figuring out if the thing actually works that we just made, but we're gonna try that out in a little bit playtest later and tomorrow. Okay. So I'm quickly gonna scooch over to Marcus in a second, but we're first gonna discuss the next skill that goes in, so you can start implementing it.
Okay, so the next one is...
Next one is the triple.
Oops.
Yeah. So the triple is basically 100% stolen from Bloodline Champions right now. At least that's where I got it from. So the idea here is that your character will shoot 3 projectiles in the same direction after each other while you're standing there. So it is a little bit of like a risk-reward trade-off. You will get more damage per second if all of those guys really hit, but it will also basically root you in place for a while. And you might completely miss the thing. We're gonna figure out also if you can still control. No, I think we said we're gonna shoot them right at where you click. Let's try it out. So yeah, what do I want? I want, like, we basically should base this off Mage Bolt for now, the default attack from the staff.
Yep.
And then basically what it does is it starts casting and it shoots one of these similar projectiles every half second, and we're going to define what it does later. So I'll quickly scooch over and you can tell them what you're doing right now.
Okay, so... oh yeah, that's the skill that is nearest that I just copied, like the one before. So, and it needs a new ID. Okay, and the name was triple. Okay. Like before, it needs a name and a description. Just whatever cast time. And I will leave out the I will leave the variables at the moment because I don't know what we need. So okay, so the main thing is the starting point. That's a new function called staff triple. And we add it next to the other. Staff, document, staff bold. Okay. So at the moment all skills are just in one big Lua file. Okay, and target entity. So, okay. So we need a projectile, like last time, that does damage. Okay, then damage function. So basically I copy this default one bolt thing and see if it works, and then I will add the other 2 missing bolts. So, okay, should be available. Oh, an icon. We need an icon. Icon, staff. Ah, okay, this looks like triple. So, icon is triple. And these names here match the sprite names in Unity. Okay. Then looks good. Let's see what the server does. Now there should be a triple skill at the trainer. That is exactly the same like this normal bolt. Let's see. Trainer, and there is a triple skill. Perfect. I need to remove the others because I can only carry 8 skills. Okay, so triple. Perfect. And now triple should be the same as the standard bolt. Okay, let's behave. Oh, okay.
It has broken.
Oh yeah, I didn't rename the hit function. So
So I'm quickly gonna check in with chat if there was a question. Yeah, live coding is its best.
so this name should match this one. Yeah, okay. Then reload F6 and try again. That's in the normal and that's triple. Okay.
Is it basically just copying the code over so far?
Yeah,
okay.
It's just copying and now I need to add the other
and you can see the pretty icons. Like these icons are from a site called gameicons.net, which then I take and I color them a little bit, and the color of all staff effects is like turquoise and yellow, I guess that's the skill color. Yeah, and then we're done. But obviously these are also not like the final icons that will be in the game. It's just like the cheapest and easiest way for us to get those in right now. And at some point when the budget is here, someone can make them way, way, way prettier and custom.
Okay, so now we have this projectile and we need to spawn more projectiles. So we need some invoked later because there's a short delay between the first projectile and the second. So it's...
Is this a, wait a second. Is this a channeling ability that you can cancel? Or will this be...
No, the moment... No, if you're done casting, then you can't do anything while the...
I would say that's more of a design question, and I'm like kind of half asking myself, but I think it should not be. For now it should be like you are going to stand there for the full 1.5 seconds, you get that shit. So basically what you're going to do is like cast time, spawn projectile, wait half a second, spawn projectile, spawn projectile, and in that time I am stunned. Is that how we're going to do it? Or
if we want. The first thing is 3 projectiles, and then we see if we allow the character to move. Okay, so...
Good.
Staff, triple. Okay.
So it gets an
Triple
extra
again.
function.
Okay, that's ugly, but it's okay for now. So we want the same target position as the initial one.
In the same entity.
And a timeout after
0.5 and 0.5. Let's try that. Actually, that shouldn't be in here. That should be in the ini.
Yeah. But first we need to make this
So this
work.
after half a second, after 1 second, I guess.
Then I think we can just... Yeah, okay.
Let's keep this first one in there.
It's quite redundant, but that's okay. So now we have spawn initial projectile and half a second later call this.
But it is like super redundant, right? Because you have the same code again. And if we want to change the stuff, then we have to like do that 3 times.
I'm not sure if
can we even do invoke later 0?
Yeah, we will see.
Okay, so now we're trying out stuff that we haven't done before, which might explode. Let's see.
So
is reloaded.
Oh no, that's the wrong skill. Okay, triple. Yeah, okay,
wow,
worked nice.
That worked pretty well. It's not on a cooldown because you gave it no cooldown?
Super short cooldown like the...
Okay, we have to change it. Okay, can I quickly trust that? So now comes the point where I want to like jump in and test out stuff. Like how does it behave if I change my position? It always shoots to the last position.
Initial position, yeah.
Okay, so if I go like this, that was a bit of lag there, I think. It's not a. So this is also like, this projectile is also like too fast, and the casting happens too fast. So I'm not too happy with those stats right now.
I just took the.
Yeah.
Oh, there are only 2 projectiles.
Yeah, is
No.
it like 2 or is it 3? I'll check. 1, 2. Not
I'm
sure. Yeah, me neither. 1, 2.
Okay, then
I think it's just 2 projectiles.
we will
We might not have been that
add
smart.
some output here, so that projectile we'll see.
What does 2 RNG for your taste mean? Like, so far I haven't seen any random elements in the game, but you can totally explain Mr. Matt 250. For now we're gonna continue and figuring out why it only shoots 2 of them.
It shoots 3.
It doesn't feel like it to me. Also, are there...
Okay, then
It's just
I
debug.
cast 1,
1,
2,
2.
3.
Is it 3 of them?
Yep. But we can't see the.
Because the second is too slow. First,
sure.
for now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna change timing anyways.
Yep.
Let's see where we go from there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna like, let's put that stuff in the ini so we can...
Yeah.
Well, actually, let's do it here for now. That's easier. So 0, 1, and 2.
Okay, 1.
Let's just increase times. And then I want a slower projectile anyway, so we should probably go into the ini and then also put that into the ini. That is just like
Okay.
cast delay or something.
Yep.
So scale cast delay.
0 to 2. Do. Then I will. Oops. Put a loop.
Oh, it was a second joke I didn't get today. Today's not a good joke day for me. Or you're like really bad at making jokes. I don't know. I'll blame myself for now.
Okay. Cast delay projectile. Delay. Okay.
Yeah, there's a typo. Projectile with a C.
Oops. Projectile. Okay. So I replace it by a loop.
Yeah.
That goes from
0 to 2. Okay. So yeah.
And
So basically 3 times do this times delay, and the first is 0, so there's no delay. Okay, that makes sense. Now let's put in the delay.
skill projectile count.
Yeah. So if he does projectile count here, then we can also put that in the ini, and later on, if someone wants to change that from like 3 projectiles to 7 projectiles, then that is just one number change and requires no code change. Projectile count is 3. So now we're going to shoot 3 projectiles after each second. And now what we're going to change is damage. So projectile speed is too fast for my liking here. Let's put it down to 20 and leave the rest as it is for now. Okay. So since we changed the ini, the server has to restart. Since he restarts, he kicks us out of the game.
And the client reconnects.
Yeah, and the client automatically reconnects. He doesn't do that in the live version, but he does do that in the dev version. He will eventually also do that in the live version, but we need a little like prettier UI so you don't get those weird error messages all the time.
Yeah.
And they're weird.
And sometime in the future we need to implement ini file reloading without restarting the server.
Yeah, but for now it's not a big deal. Okay, Santa, we see you later. So what happens?
That was 1 too many.
And we 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it now sends 4 of those projectiles, even though we say from 0.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you put count
from 0 to 3.
Okay, that makes no sense. So
3 included. So from 1 and then we want. Now it's. I want it this way.
okay, so basically that means we still only shoot 3 times.
Yeah, but we
So
started
from 0 to 0, 1, and 2, do that. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that actually doesn't feel too bad. Can I quickly check how that would be? And be like, boom. How does that Okay, this is a bit faster, so because I know that this is a 1.5 half-second cast time, 1 second delay, so I can only shoot my normal bolt at a 1 every 1.5 seconds. So this thing, even if we leave it at the same numbers, basically increases my DPS by about a third or half. I'm not sure right now. So actually that's not even bad if we keep the numbers at the same. The only thing, I think it needs a little bit of a cast time because it's a bit too instant for my taste. So I think I want to give it like a cast time that is like, see, let's try it out, like maybe half a second, maybe a second, see how long other stuff is. How long is this, for example? This is a second, or is this like half a second? Zip. Actually, that would be a good time. Let's check out how far. Okay. So when we're doing like crazy makeup of new skills and we don't know any good numbers, then again we're just gonna base it on something we already know. We'll check out the skill is called what is the skill?
No.
It's staff. It's with the staff skill sleep. So
Okay.
the sleep has 0.75. Okay, we'll take the sign for now. And I don't know yet,
Okay.
but let's take that for now. Yeah. So we'll take this cast time, and we have to be okay. And the cooldown for now. What is the mess here? He had like 11 point something
10
seconds.
whatever, yeah.
We'll make it a bit shorter so you can use that more often. No, that's let's make it 8.25. That gives it 9 seconds. That 9 seconds is something I can work with for now. Okay. Can run during cast. No, that's good. Projectile speed is okay. The damage we're gonna leave at what it is. The explosion radius we're gonna leave. Energy cost should be way higher because we're sending 3 of those guys out. So for now we're just gonna make it a little more than it's good. A little bit. Let's make it 120. That means you're paying about a third more than you would normally pay, which is good for that trade-off. And then we have to check that this is no quick cast anymore, so this should go away. The quick cast is a skill that does not ask you, like a normal skill you have to target, like you select the skill, then you target and you click to send it there. If it's a click cast, it instantly sends out that skill. So this is not supposed to work like that, so we're going to take that out. Besides that, I think it looks good and we're going to try it again.
Yep.
Also, 28 people around. Wow.
Okay.
Hello.
So,
okay, so if we F6.
okay, so
Yeah,
now
okay.
I'm in non-quick cast aiming mode. And
Okay,
I
looks
cast.
good.
Bang.
Bam, bam, bam. Can I try that again? So I'm gonna go into like a pretend that I can move anymore mode. Zunk, zunk, zunk. What's not very cool is that you don't see me casting anymore. So this stuff is just happening, but it doesn't show any animation of any sort. That is a little bit weird. I'm not sure if we have anything we can do to show that, because you should normally see that this person is still casting.
Yeah, we don't have a long cast animation.
In theory, a character should be casting all the way through. So as you guys see, the target preview is relatively smart. When it sees you collide with someone else, then it shows you that your projectile would collide. In this case, bam, 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 does that. Okay, that kind of works. So I think we'll probably have to do without the animation for now, but before that skill goes live, you kind of need something here. It would also be an option to make it channeling.
Is there a channeling animation?
Not really.
I'm not sure. I think we don't have any.
Okay, so we'll put it in without the animation and see that we put that in later. What we still need is that the character is is stunned during the time that he does that, so he can't run away.
Okay, then.
Let's put that in for now.
That's,
Thanks, and yes, this is all live, not scripted and not pre-recorded.
yep.
I think we should have scripted and pre-recorded this. So what we're gonna do?
Like before, we add an effect to the caster. Do we have any add effect? Okay, caster. It's probably called caster. Yes. And it's root. Let's check if there's another root. Yep, it's called root.
Yeah, but oh yeah, you're right.
The duration is.
Should it be root or should it be something else? Because root allows you to cast, so it actually should be a stun in that case.
Yep.
The only problem I have with this implementation is that if someone has a power that takes away stuns from other people, he can get you out of that, which
yeah.
he shouldn't be able to do. Do we have a way to do that right now? Like to have like an unbreakable stun? Because we have the cannot run and cannot move.
We can add. Let me check. We have
So
power block.
what I'm trying to figure out right now is, can we make this so someone else can't clean the effect off you? Because if someone could, then it would be very easy to exploit this by someone shooting and then taking this effect off you, and you wouldn't have the downtime. So actually, that would also like require two people to work together. Wouldn't even be too unhappy about that right now.
Yeah.
Actually, let's keep it with the simple way. So what we're going to do is we're going to implement it the simple way. We know that there is a potential that this can be exploited. And once we're like happy with the skill as it is, we might address this, or we might just keep it in to see if it might not just lead to like interesting combinations. A lot of the skills that are in the game right now are implemented in a way where we're like, this is not 100% clean, we could make this a little cooler, but for the sake of like not over-engineering stuff before we try it out, we first scripted, we put it in a game, we're going to try it out with you guys, and once it's awesome, then we script it a little better, but we don't want to spend like 2 hours on making this proper before even figuring out if the skill works.
Should we leave the despair stack in from the normal bolt?
I think not. Let's keep that out.
Okay.
That's basically it. Let's try that then.
Yep.
So now my character shouldn't be able to run while this whole thing is happening, and should be able to do anything while this is happening. So he's like, bam, 2, 3. He also has the stun effect on himself, which I guess kind of makes sense, because he is stunned. So this effect here that you're gonna see now, the brown skin on the character means the character is stunned. That stunned means he cannot shoot, he cannot cast, he cannot run, he can't do anything. It's also a little bit weird because this is normally just for external effects, and now we apply it on ourselves. This is also a point where we don't have enough visual effects to do those things proper. We're going to keep it as is for now. We're going to try out the skill, and if it's good enough, then we're going to actually make an effect for it. Can I quickly try that out?
Yep.
We could actually do some PvP.
On one computer.
No, I can run around. I'll fight you with the other guy that doesn't have the skill. Actually, he does have the skill.
Yeah, if he goes to the trainer, then he has the same proof.
I'm not sure if that's going to be very good in like PvP. It's like, it feels a little, now that I play it, it feels a little slow. It's just like 1, 2, 3. I wanna like make it a little faster again, like 0.75.
And why don't you just use the first skill 3 times? It's basically the same.
Yeah.
We should do it this way.
I like a spread.
Yeah.
That would also be cool. It's a different skill though.
Yeah.
We should also like try out that skill. Let me quickly, let's put this one in and then put that on the list for the next one to try out afterwards. Yeah, this doesn't feel very good right now. Okay, let's change over to this, and go to the ini and be like, okay, delay is now 0.75.
And more projectiles.
And the fourth projectile. Crazy, maybe.
Faster and yeah, just
So 1.5, 2.25 gets us to 3 seconds again, so it's the same cast time. In the end, it might just feel a little bit cooler. Though that means we also kind of have to increase our mana cost for that at least. If I can find them. Energy cost here.
yeah.
So we added a third one at about 40, so let's put it at 160. Let's try this out. So server's gonna restart. It does. And I'm checking comments.
Progress bars are so boring.
Yeah, 3 quick casts in succession. We're now doing 4. To try that out.
Still boring.
Still boring?
Yeah.
Is it still boring?
So slow.
Okay, show me the skill. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was good. If I could snare someone, that might be useful. I'm gonna quickly be on my character and see if I can kill you with that.
Okay.
So now I'm moving over to my computer. So you should be able to see me on a different screen now. And I'll go train that skill on my character.
And I need blink and deflect. Because deflect is
Yeah.
fun.
I'll take. Oh, what skills do I take out? Okay, heal other I don't need in this case, and I don't need remedy well right now. Stop hitting me, fucker. Go away. Stop. Fuck this. No. Okay. So let's do some PvP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready? Okay.
So first I'm gonna deflect his shit back in. Okay. Double deflect. So useful. Oh, this is. Oh no, you can hit me so. Oh, you do the same shit? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try. Yeah, that was a good miss. Try. Okay, this is the first. That was not. Like, this is not very. Oh shit. It's very easy to dodge. The whole skill is like super easy to dodge. Like, it's way too risky to even like try using that thing.
Yeah.
Because someone might dodge it. Yeah, we could make the projectiles like really fast and just make it like as if it was like one super fast like. Let's try that out. Let's basically do the same, like a little bit more damage in a little more time. Let's make it like super fast. Let's try it out.
Okay.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna tweak numbers here. That would be 5 a second. Let's add a fifth projectile for this. We're gonna leave the damage as is for now.
Okay.
And the projectile speed needs to be faster. Let's make it
Okay.
faster than the old one. Make it 40. And let's try that.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not gonna restart again. Could make it lock on. There is no lock on in the game, so there is no hard target on
Actually,
someone.
Could make a
I mean,
lot
yes, we could make that,
and we could script it.
and we can also script it, but we're just not big fan. I'm just not a big fan of like locking on people. It's like you hit people or you miss people.
Yeah.
We can hit them for you. So for now, we try that thing in like a rapid fire mode. Oh, that's actually quite nice. I was afraid that the projectiles might be broken because they're too fast and stuff. Let's do it again.
Okay.
And it's also interesting because you can only shield against the first
Yeah.
ability, right? Okay, I'm gonna go over to my computer and we're gonna try this out here too. F4.
Okay.
Yeah. That's actually not nice. I can't even see shit on the screen. It's too. The window is too small. Did you just interrupt me halfway? You actually did, I think.
No, I just damaged.
Oh, that's the
damaged
wrong
the first.
skill. No.
Damaged the first.
I managed to get the second one. That's actually not bad. I like this ability. I still would like it to be able to target it while it goes. I still want to like target it while it goes.
Yeah, we can implement that, but not at the moment.
But it has a nice trade-off of I'm not very movable when I do that. Wow, but this thing, like, it's a pretty good hard counter to the reflect.
Yep.
Yeah, cancel. Fuck you. Okay, well done. Let's do another one. I want to try it again. Much better? Yeah. It's an interesting skill. Can I cancel you? Yes.
Yeah, I right click.
And then, it's actually does work really well with the mess because you only get the first 200
that's
damage.
True. Yeah, that's true.
It might be like it's still too strong. It like does too much damage, I would say. Let's try it again. Yeah, like 5 times 95 damage is like definitely too much. So we have to tweak that a little bit. But besides that, we could actually like try that out tomorrow and see how that thing plays. Eat fireball. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, wait, not that. Okay, let's just kill yourself. Come on. Okay, now kill yourself. Do it. Do it. Kill yourself. Goodbye. Okay. So let's tweak this a little bit. Let's quickly go into balancing mode. Show me my.
We could. Okay. We could do a total damage and.
Just separate it.
But
Actually, that makes it easier for me to calculate. But let's make it a simple way. Can you quickly check on what the normal staff nuke does? How much damage? Because normally I would do this balancing part in Excel or
95.
Yeah, I would do. Oh, that's the same thing. I would do that in Excel normally, and just calculate what DPS we get here. For now, I'm just going to do it very rough. So it's a 1.5 gets us 95.
Yeah, continue to aim while the skill is active would be nice, but not possible at the moment.
Yeah, so what we should do is we should make a note on our bug tracker that that's a feature that we actually want, which you can do in a sec.
I will
just
write it
quickly,
down here
yeah.
Somewhere.
So this thing should roughly, I would say, be twice as strong as the other one. It has a really long cooldown. So we'll make those things, we'll put them at about 40 damage each. And then it does 200 damage if you hit them all. That feels okay-ish. We're going to try that out for a sec, and then I think we're good with that skill and go to the next one. This is rapid iteration today. Boom.
Yeah, still a lot of skills to go.
Yeah, the whole keep button pressed and then release on fire is something that we can add as a secondary targeting mode. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, the cast time makes it.
Stupid deflection skill.
Yeah, I like that part. Are you trying to do gravity well me? Really? Really?
Sure.
I think this is 200 damage. It's hard to take that damage if you only take 200 max. So it's not as good anymore versus this combination, but it's good. You shouldn't hit people who are in stasis. Oh, it's hard to get out of that.
Oh, buggy container. Highlight.
Why don't you just come out here and try to kill me?
Because you're already dead.
I'm not dead.
Nearly dead.
So not dead. I'm running. So So this is now cat and mouse, where he tries to kill me, but actually he's gonna fuck up because I say so. Nice. Shit. Nope. No way you're gonna kill me. Goodbye. Yes. Good night and good luck. Whoa, fuck. That was tight. I nearly killed myself, but now good. Fuck. And the skill is too high risk. I shouldn't do the overkill. Okay, goodbye.
So close.
Okay, there's a question. Is there a question? Is there a skill to give you a movement boost which ticks off over time non-linear? No, not right now. But it's a cool idea. So I'm gonna post a link to you guys. So what I'm posting right now, our game loop page, is a tool where you can put your gameplay ideas in, and then everybody in the community can like look at them, discuss them, vote them, and if they get enough votes, then we'll implement those ideas. So if you have an idea of for a skill or for a feature or anything, please put it in game loop. Don't tell me, like, don't only tell me right now because we're gonna forget about it, and don't just post them to the forums. Put your ideas into game loop, and they will definitely like get dev feedback, and they will have the chance to get voted in, so they actually become game features. So yeah, I like the idea with the speed boost that goes down over time. So please put that in. Okay, so that's basically that skill for now. I still think like it might be a little bit off from the balancing, but
Good enough for a first version.
yeah, I would also say like good enough for now. And we're gonna jump to the next.
Then I will quickly.
So what's the next skill we want to do? Mark target on the bow. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything that we could do.
Okay, and now I will add the ini files into the Git repository so that they are not lost.
Yeah, that's important. That's basically the programmer equivalent of pressing save on the game. So what he's doing now, he's taking the changes that we made and he's pushing them to our repository, which holds all the code for the game.
Triple and what was the other?
And as with a save game, if you give it a name that you actually remember later, then you'll remember what it does.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if we should do maybe there's more stuff, the rope skills next.
Whatever you want.
Let's. I want to try that out for now. Okay, so we're not gonna jump down a little bit in the list, and we're gonna go to the rope abilities.
The smiley.
Ether form. We're gonna do that later. Ether form and then swap.
Ether. Okay.
Either form.
Okay.
Again, if you guys have better names for stuff, please put them in chat, and then we'll put the better names in game. For now, it's called either form. The idea is basically that this is a buff that you can cast on yourself with the rope. Oops. And that buff, stop doing crazy stuff, and that buff basically makes it hard for other people to catch you. The way we do this is we give your character determination. Determination is a character attribute that... Can you close the window, please?
No.
It's too loud. And fuck the people outside in their party mode, and I think someone won in soccer or lost.
Okay, we will close it for a while and then we will
we can reopen it later. So again, where was I? Other form. Determination basically means when you have 100% determination, all stuns, all snares, all other crowd control abilities to you will be decreased by 100% duration. Normally, you slowly build that up over time when getting crowd control skills on you. Now we're going to make one that like pushes that to the max and basically makes you uncrowd controllable for a time. I think 10 seconds might be long, but we'll see. And yeah, we're going to give a little bit of run speed extra. So 10 seconds is bullshit, but we'll see. Let's go build other form.
Rope, okay.
Yes, rope skill.
Rope.
Oh yeah, if you want to give us soccer updates in chat, you can totally do that. Maybe Marcus enjoys that. No, he doesn't enjoy soccer. It's like 3 people in this room who like don't care for soccer. That's hard, right? And yeah, fuck soccer. Worst game ever. Totally misdesigned. Whatever.
Okay, so
So we're adding a new skill. We call it either form, either form, or misform. I'm not sure.
Okay. Then I will copy the text.
Yeah, people are not even partying out there. So for those who don't know, we are sitting in a building that is right in the middle of a like party area in the city. It's the really rundown, shitty party area where you like maybe you went there once when you were 16 and you got really hammered and it was the worst day of your life and then you never came back. That's kind of the equivalent here. And people are not really partying because they're going to start at 10 or so, and now it's like 9:30. So yeah, but still, people, why are you so loud outside? Anyways,
Okay, I can.
either form grants you. Okay, we should take those numbers out from the description. Grants you what 100% detonation for a short time. Yep, a short time is like good enough for now. Then down to 0 you can kick out and increases your run speed a little bit. So I'm making those skill descriptions very vague so we can, well, obviously tweak numbers and not have to change the descriptions. Then down to 0 we can cut out. Nobody needs that shit. Also, when I say shit, does that get bleeped in American Twitch TV? If I swear, do you guys not hear that? Am I just like beep, 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 beep? Beep? Anyways, so either form. The cast time should be like sprint basically instance, 0.1. The cooldown can be quite good. Let's get it up 29.9, so about 30 seconds, you can do that. You can run during cast, yes. There's no projectile damage, no explosion radius. The energy costs, whatever, let's leave them at this for now. No push distance, no explosion asset, animation is second, that's true. Audio sounds are completely wrong. We just leave them at that. On cast will be rope either, cool. It is a quick cast, it will be instantly cast on yourself. Sure, it's insta cast on yourself.
No target preview?
No target preview, it's armor, it's a rope skill, and required character level is 1. Okay, and now we need to determine how long is it gonna go for. So the time duration or something is what we need. So let's put in duration 6 seconds for now. Duration. Damn, you're trying to be funny here.
No.
Yeah.
6 seconds.
Yeah, you try. And run speed increase. That is something that we have to check because.
Do we have this feature actually?
We have, obviously we sprint. Go look at sprint for a second.
Yeah.
So let's look at sprint. We have a different skill that does that. So sprint increases your run speed by 1.6 units out of the default 5 units.
I'm not sure if it's increase or the...
No, it can only be an increase because our run speed is...
Okay, then it's increased.
4, I think, by default.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll take this and we'll take... how long is a sprint going normally? Can I quickly see that? 7.5 seconds. Yeah, okay, good. So we'll take run speed increase of 0.8 for the 6 seconds and see how that goes.
I lost the skill.
Yeah. Did you miss gameplay? Didn't miss gameplay. You did not miss gameplay in the last 2 minutes because we were in the editor.
0.59. What?
0.8.
0.8.
0.8. Okay, good. So now that should be all the things we need. We go into the Lua file and we build it. So again, the idea for the skill that we're currently building, either form is that it is a skill and ability for the rope. The rope is basically our